Hey, how you doing? This is another Aquarius reading. Please check the star signs in your birth chart to make sure you get the most accurate readings for your circumstances and situations. So let's get into this reading for you, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? It says, you know what? Someone wants you dead. It says it's not going to be you directly for all of you, but some of you, someone wants you to pass out. It says someone here realized they've got qualms with you. Really, really bad mood. It says no wonder you're stressing right now. People have warned you. Stop picking on her. Maybe even a friend or a family member of someone else's. Possibly a family member of your own. But it says you keep harming someone and they're going to tidy their mindsets to pick on you instead of picking on her or allowing you to pick on her. Because it says, no wonder you're stressing too much. You've got demon spirit in you that wants to harm her. It says, you don't know how to stop your mindset from giving you good news because you realize you could have a better outcome if she was gone out of your mind. She may not have good news at all. Really seeing the other side of things is her mindset, seeing that she's got happy news ahead of her once she sees another year pass. Because no one said she was going to have a good news in the month of May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, or even to the ending of this year. It says you marked your territory in May, maybe even beforehand, but it says you keep witnessing things in your mind saying go for her, kill her, or harm her. It says someone isn't going to have bad news, but you wanted to destroy them. It says only Aquarius wanted to know that this woman was harmed. However, it says all of you need to suffocate in your minds about things that you are going through that could harm someone else. It says Spirit this year wants you to know that things are coming to an end in the new year. Happy New Year is coming into your reality. Soon it's your month of birth. It says it's not going to be far away for you to have good news. It says warning signs are there for you all to have bad news. May you give yourself good news with things that you want to time yourself with. It says it's not going to be easy for some of you, but some of you will have a happy birthday. However, all of you are going to suffocate in your mind about something that you didn't want to happen or didn't want at all. It says only because some of you are going through a bad time, wishing someone ill will intentions or intentionally, and wanting to know that you could press down on them to have bad news, even if it was going to jail or even seeing them harmed, hurt, or dead. It says that's the detrimental part of it. The end result where someone is really breaking down and crying or being sad. It says no wonder you're seeing special needs communication failure. It says you may not want to know you've got good news overall. Scientific science is proving that in Aquarius, the age of Aquarius is in the now. It says we are all in the now of age of Aquarius. So we're all in the age of Aquarius right now. And it says only science are proving that it's a guilty problem. It says we're all under attack by Aquarius energy. It says this year you've got promises to make sure you have good news in the realm of love, marriage, and communication. It says communication could be failing for a lot of people, if not for yourself. Only because it says bad news is coming into the age of Aquarius. Mostly because your star sign is really pulling on people's penalty grounds and really punishing them for things that they've gone through in their past lives or even due time ahead. It says, no wonder we're in a bad time seeing if Satan's going to come and the end of the world is coming. It says, Aquarius age is really telling us bad news is there. It says, warning, if the age of Aquarius is so bad, it says we have to punish our mindsets and pull away from the age of Aquarius. We may have to pull it into a new mindset of our own. Ideally, we have to pretend that the age of Aquarius is not here and not even deal with it because it says the age of Aquarius is bad news. Yeah, for some of you guys that understand, the ages that we have to go through, like when we was in the pandemic, we transformed from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, okay? Because after some time, I think it's a certain amount of years that go by, and it's a lot of years, mind you, before the ages change into another age of like a specific star sign, okay? Because we go through different star signs in ages. All right, and it says right now we've transitioned from the age of Pisces to Aquarius, and this happened about 2022, it says. In 2022, we went from the age of Pisces to age of Aquarius. It says it's not going to help you all to understand everything, but you could push forward and have better news if you see good results in the next year. So try to warn yourself not to think of it in the way of age, but that we're going to change this ideology, because passionately we need to move past the age of Aquarius because it's doing us in. It says mental health is there, problems are there, people are there causing scenes. It says a lot of havoc is being placed on the earth and we need to move past it. As ideology comes in, it says archaeologists, scientists, and even backed up science is proving that guilty conscience is coming. It says no more time to see it in another way. But people that are doing science on the planet are seeing that Aquarius age is punished, and it's punishing many people. So you all have to move past it in a blessed way instead of a bad way. It says it will punish the hell out of a lot of people, but you have to move past it in a blessed way. It says time to tidy up your mindset and give yourself better news. All of you that witness things in the age of Aquarius are going to go under. It says a lot of people are going to go through bad mood. And only you that know what's going on is going to have a good time or a bad time. It says no one is going to see blessings come other than you. So you've got to see yourself in a blessed period. Everywhere you go, it says no one's going to have bad news. And it says your mindset thinks that more than anything, Aquarius. There's a lot of people that are feeling it right now and feel like bad mood is coming. It says not you, not your energy, inside you, and no one but you. It says but everybody else around you is feeling it. No one's coming is what you say. But the truth is, Aquarius, beating down on a drum is not going to allow you to free your mind because it's coming. It says spirit knows it as well. Something's going on in your star sign that's beating on a drum to say bad news is coming. It says, warning, Aquarius, you may not see it for yourself until it hits you because you may not want it to come. But only the ideology of people around you may see it first. And you're aware of this with some people that are cleverer than you or mindfully speaking in their mind a lot about things that are happening on the earth and very carefully seeing why, because it's affected them very much so. You may even seen this for yourself. You have witnessed someone harming themselves or trying to hurt themselves. It says no more than you trying to harm them, Aquarius. It says your spirit doesn't want to believe it's true. It says you could be lying about something because you have tidied your head around the situation to get away from the problem that you caused. Ideally, you want to hide your hand. It says you may have done something to harm someone really, really badly, or even to the detriment of their health being no good. Mind you, it says you have to witness these things and not be honest to yourself a lot more than usual, because promises to a fool is going to come and bite you in the ass. It says no more problems is coming is what you want to say. The truth is, Aquarius, you're going to have to go through raft. And Devon, it says bloody hell. It says Devon, something about Devon. I don't know if someone lives in Devon or if there's something else about Devon. Okay, but it also says people that have problems in the way that you've looked at it, like there's someone down the road or someone maybe living on a corner or maybe even living on a road that you know, okay, or even in a city or a town that you know may not have good luck, okay, maybe even a person's that's called Devon, or maybe there is something in relation to the devil that you don't understand has got bad news. And it says you are the one that have the bad news more than the person that lives in that location or in that mindset or as that being. You're going to have problems more than them, but you can't believe it. It's like your mind is telling you, well, I know it's not me. I ain't going to go through that. I ain't going to have them problems. But let me tell you something. It says people are trusting that they're going to push the bad energy back where it belongs, on you. It says someone is praying so hard for a person that you may have knocked over or wished harm on to come and get the comments, i.e. you get the comments if it was you that harmed them. They are praying so hard for you to get dirty, to get your comments. It says, do you know how long I've known this child? And you want to cry about how, oh, I've been through this and that. It says somebody is watching you so hard and wants to know that you get the problem back in return. Because how dare you try to harm your own father figure's mind game? Ideally, he thought he harmed his child through your head because you want to pretend that your father figure harmed you. Even if it's true, it says you're taking revenge out on somebody you know that's dear to you. It could be your own parent, or it could be your own family member. It could be your own child for some of you. It could even be a friend. It could be a neighbor. It could be someone you just don't like. But for some of you, it says some of you are going through this. And you're going to go through hell trying to change your mindset on the situation or pretend that it's not you. So you keep playing your mind around it. And it's not fair on the person that's going through it. It says you're going to die in your name with bad news one day. And some of you are witnessing this already. It says all of you are going through good news in some other way, but bad news in other ways. For those that are going through things that you wouldn't even want to dare dream about and you thought it could never happen to you, it's gonna happen to you in a way where you thought, oh my gosh, why did I believe in my mindset like that? It says, you know what, Aquarius? The age of Aquarius has brought into reality stars and signals of the plane above you to deal with situations that you held on to or have been holding on to for years and don't want to change your mind. Don't want to see a doctor. Don't want to see anyone like a therapist. Don't want to see someone that's going to help you pass the problem like a counselor, or don't want to deal with it in your inner core being because you would rather see the problem play out in a different way by challenging it to harm yourself and harm somebody else. It says it's your neighbor's fault, you said, or your neighbor did it. Now you're going to pass the buck on somebody else. It says a friend or a family member did it. Ideally, your mindset keeps telling you it's them, it's them, it's them. It's not them. It says it's you, and you're going to fall from grace in your mind, you say. It's never going to happen. It says your blame is on somebody else, and guess what? You keep looking for it all around the world. It says the trouble is that everybody is to blame but you. And you're going to fall on your face hard. Some of you are going to really drop hard on your face. It says karma is coming around the corner in the next new year. It says June was the answer for you, as you've been told by somebody that warned you it could happen in June. This is not for everybody. It says some of you know what you know because somebody said to you what's going on in June. It says it's not going to happen in June. It's going to happen whenever it lands, wherever it may, however it happens, but it's going to happen in the new year. It says, mark the territory of the stars in the universe, which are aligning in the favor of a Scorpio, Virgo, or even another Aquarius, but maybe even another like Virgin star sign, or even like it says like you're going to see a witness protection around a person that never meant to have that problem. Like they're innocent, you know, like it's fresh for them, like something's new for them. Or it was meant to happen like in a way where they shouldn't have seen it, but it happened. Okay. And it's really sad that you have to even look at it like that because it's more so your mindset, but it's also the planets that are cursing you. They realize they have to curse you before you go down. Because you're going to go down hard for some of you guys, like really, really hard. But it says some of you guys are going to get out of it and find a blessed way out because you're going to punish yourself to have better news. And you may not like it. It says some of you are going to witness things again in a way that you have bad news and can't come out of the situation because you've seen it already play out in your folklore, like through your family members and through your friends or your enemies. It says no wonder you're stressing. Good karma could come to you if you change your mindset. It says take yourself out of the worst case scenario and pray to God that you bless yourself by giving the person good news and say sorry to them for what you did. Maybe even see that you have sinned and move on from the sin because you may have sinned pretty badly, it says. But it says if you don't want to do that, you're going to stay in that curdle of bad mood. bad mood. And you will stay there forever until you die. It says it's not going to be easy for you to see everything, but you may witness things along the way that are going to get you even more hurt. Yeah. It says the problem is that people are wishing bad news on you. They may get hurt, but some of them will not. It says you've done them too wrong for them not to wish you bad news. It says the warning signs for you and a family member to not go through these things are there, but it says you'll always have bad mood through something that you did last year, the year before, or the years before that, because you can't get out of the situation. You keep rolling around in the dirt. You keep pretending you're not and fixing yourself and making yourself look pretty, but really you're dirty. It says no one showing you this more than a family member at this time as well. Keep telling you in your head you're nasty, you're evil, and could have harmed you even worse if they could have, as they could have tried to harm you already. They said they gave you something that you could never pretend never happened. Yeah, like they tried to harm you already. They already did something and tried to show you it's gonna come again if you don't change your mindset. Okay, but this person says they're never gonna be weak in the knees for you. They always knew who you were, dirty and disgusting, like them in fact, because they're nasty and disgusting too. In fact, they could be worse sometimes. They realize that from things that they're doing, from what goes on behind the scenes. They said you may know. If you don't know, you don't know, but they know you're dirty. But the thing about it is they said you could be seen from afar with what you're doing, because a lot of people are noticing who you are. It says, I know this because I've been spreading the word, says a woman around you. She says she knows exactly what you've been going through and how you've been going through it, and telling everybody that she knows what happened. She ain't letting it rest. She said she knows why, because you're not listening, and she wants you to pay a price for her. She says, I am not going down to the person that you tried to kill. I'm not going to them. I rather them come to me. But I realize when she comes to me, she's going to harm me because I'm in it too. She says, I know I'm in it too because I've looked into the situation. I may even done a couple of reads or even looked at the person in my head. And I said, I know I'm in trouble with you because I've done some things that harm you. And I realize you're ready to come for me. This is what the person says, is that the person that you harmed is ready to come for them because they done some shit too. It's just warning, is it as bad as what you did to them? This is where they both feel guilty. I.e., you and the person could feel guilty, or a person you're dealing with feels guilty about what they did to you, Aquarius. It says some of you are going through something of the similar nature, like this shit happened to you. Yeah, this problem happened to you, and no one knows how to get your problem on the straight and narrow apart from you, unfortunately, because some of you are really going through hell trying to fix your life again. Yeah, and it says it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but it says you will witness good karma one day when you see blessings come upon you. So try to warn yourself that you've come out of the situation, you've blessed yourself, you're giving yourself good news, and you've warned them, whoever it is, to fuck off. Okay? Because no wonder you're stressed, they're stressed. It says you're going to get your comments or they're going to get their comments. Either way, because somebody is out to harm someone in the city where you live in, or in the boundaries that you've placed upon them. Like you've placed boundaries upon this person not to come round you. For whoever it is, it says they're going to get their comments if they come to you, but they're warned not to go there. They even see themselves not coming to you because they feel like it's not worth coming to you if you're going to do them harm. That's number two. But number one, how dare you even wish for them to come to you, like they're supposed to just come back to you if you've harmed them? I.e. vice versa. If you feel like you know why you're not going to them, it says you do know why you ain't going there. So they could beg it all they want to or pretend all they want to. You're just going to let fire burn them, however it may happen. Or you might allow the situation to unfold in a way where karma comes. Yeah? So it says you're going to burn them or they're going to burn you. Either way, whoever's laughing at the other person is going to get karma. So blessings to all of you that have good news where you didn't harm nobody. But for those of you that have harmed someone, it is a bad mood coming in November. September, In fact, this year coming, 2027 will be worse, but it says 2026 is going to be calmer in November, and there's also going to be calmer in May 2026 and July 2026, and even in February on your birthdays or in your birthday month. Karma is coming in that month as well. For all of you that have done some wrong to somebody, it says filthy karma is coming in that month, so be careful. Or warn yourself, you better pray yourself out of it. Yeah? It says all this time you've been seeing things from the mindset of your own. But no one can help you past the situation but you. And you will be seeing things in a way that you have to target your mind out of it. So you've got to wish yourself better news and move yourself out of the problem, or else it's going to come to you really, really fast, whatever it is. And it says, no wonder this person is stressed so much. They have a family member that's against them, that's a part of your team, your clique, your energy, that's really close to them too. And they don't like this person. They said, you know what, you've got to keep that person on your team, because I ain't going to try and challenge them out of the situation when I know they're for you. They've been for you more than they've been for me. So I am not going to allow them to come around me this year or the next year if I have to. I said, I pray to God this person doesn't come around me for the wrong reason. It's like, I don't even give a shit what they have, you know, to give me. Like, they could help me with things that I need, money, clothes, shoes, whatever it is, food. I wouldn't give a shit, because this person has been too close to you. They've been too tied to you. And they don't like this person for it. It says, you know what? I've been there for this person many times. I even cared for them too much in the mind. But why should I give a damn about them now when I see they're on their way out of my mindset for good? Or they're going to be with you for the rest of your life and treat me like shit. And I wouldn't even want to know that's going to happen. So I leave them to you. I let them get on with it, because their mental health is not good for me. Yeah? This person says that person's mental health is not good for me. Whoever's too close to you. Oh, this person says, you know what? This person could be my child. This person could be my child. This person could be even like a next door neighbor or a friend. If they've been too close to you, I don't want to know them. Yeah? I don't want their energy reaping oats of good news in my life. Yeah? I don't want your oats, is what this person says. I don't even want them to break bread with me. I don't want them to sit on a chair next to me in my living room, or even see me in my house relaxing and thinking they can come and cuddle up next to me, or just be there with me, or just chill with me. I don't need that. So this person is allowing themselves to allow you to have more access to them than them, because they said, you know what? I'd rather see myself without them and kill off the energies that are there between us than be there for you and them harming me. Because this person is an energy vampire. This person can switch like instantly and harm you. In fact, they harm you a little bit, but harm me more. Because they will harm you a little bit, I've heard. But you know something? They like to harm me more. I've noticed that. And I don't like it. So this person says, you know what? I'm not going to come to you. I'm going to allow you and that person to get on with it and leave them to suffer with you suffering as I get on with my life, because they feel like you've been suffering in silence with things that you've been going through. But it's like you, Aquarius, haven't really been suffering in silence. You've been suffering out loud, but you would rather play the mind game, like play the field in your head, or play dramatic things in your head, laugh at them behind their back, but feel like they know this. It's like your ring around the roses energy is getting good repetition on their head. It says it doesn't work in that way for them. They can't see themselves joining in on your shenanigans, because they don't play rampant rabbit in their head. They don't play all these ambush games in their head. They don't play the way you play. You play too rough or dirty. You play unfair in the sandbox. You play nasty. You plead guilty at times to the violence that you have to give them in your head, but you play nasty, unfair games. And they're like, you know what? I'm not coming to you and your mental health problems. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not coming to your sandbox, and I'm not coming around you, because you don't play very fair. You play nasty. You play dirty. So they don't want to play with you. They don't even want to look at you. They don't even want to witness all those stupid things you keep doing. riding the fence, playing mind games, challenging their energy, making fun of them, tidying your head again because you know it could happen to you, but still wanting to know it could happen to them, but then playing it some more in your mind and really mistaking it for fun when it's really, really not fun for them. And it's not even fun for you, but the truth is you keep playing it because you think it's funny. And to them, they feel like you will think it's funny because you're a little childish person. They feel like you're a child. So you have to play along with the situation in a way where karma's going to come or it's not going to come because you feel like it's not going to come. But they realize it's on its way. Karma's coming. Spirit is going to let me know when it hit you like a shit of ton of bricks. Like it hit you like a shed of bricks, like a big whirlwind has replaced your whole world, like Hurricane Melissa. Yeah, like the Jamaica incident. Hurricane Melissa came and wiped you out. That's all they want to know. So good luck to you, it says. And it says, please believe cautions with you and your family members back in another country. For some of you guys that are from Caribbean countries, maybe JA, like Jamaica or St. Lucia, or maybe even Dominica for some of you guys. Some of you guys, it could be St. Vincent. For some of you guys, it's a native country in the Europe land, like in England, Scotland, Wales. For some of you guys, it's not Europe, but it's like there's problems in Guadeloupe. There's problems in Cape Town in Africa. There's problems for you in like other countries as well, like the Ivory Coast. There's countries all over the native land, in fact, i.e. the world. There's Mexico, New Mexico, I'm hearing. Okay, America. There's even some places around the world like even like in towns like in the UK there's Brixton. In London there's Brixton, but there's also places like Peckham as well, and there's many different places. Okay, for some of you guys that know what's going on, it's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks, but you have to warn yourself. Don't go to these places uncovered. Mighty name of Jesus is what you need. For some of you guys that know you are doing harm not on anybody and you are protecting yourself with good karma and you're looking after yourself, don't allow yourself to go to certain places without covering yourself with the name Jesus, and also with things that you know that you're working on to protect yourself. Okay, any ritual or thing you know you're doing to protect your identity from problems because people are setting you up. It says you've got to protect yourself in so many different ways. It's sad because some of you are going through it bad with individuals that are placing spell work on you. Yeah, doing voodoo on you, doing karmic witchcraft on you, doing obia on you, doing santeria on you, doing all kinds of things in a way that the demons come out. Okay, not the kind of good news therapy from it, the bad news kind. Yeah, drinking blood, eating horse shit kind of thing, whatever it is that they're doing to make sure you get your comments or get some type of dirt on you, they're going through it. So make sure you protect yourself. Okay, so it says anyway, you've got to see yourself in a whirlwind of karma in the next week or two because someone's trying to harm you again. It says a workplace drama may come up soon again, or even eviction notice could come up for some of you guys. Maybe even placing a hold on your wedding could come up. Mind you, it says not all of you are going through this, so you may get out of it. Okay, you may already have gone through it from November times. It says it could come back again, but if it doesn't, you're safe. It says you've got to go through things that you didn't really realize was going to come back around, or it's not going to come around, but you'll see other people go through it. And it's like, you don't want to see bad news for anyone. It's just, you might have to see people go through this, or you might see bad news come to you again, or you could see problems come again in the next week or two. But it says it's sporadic energy, so you have to see that you are protected and you're not going to be harmed. It says nursing industry is going to help you a lot with things that you never thought could come about, like your hygiene issues or maybe even problems with your home or your family, as you may see yourself witnessing karma again with someone that wants to take you down a road of an interview just to see how you are taking care of yourself and looking after yourself. It says warning signs are there again. People in that industry are not that welcoming. They will help you a little bit, but they're not that welcoming. And it says you may help yourself to individual situations that are going to come out to see if you can get some help differently. It could be some money or it could be something else that you want to take care of. But it also says you may win. So make sure you prepare yourself for good news, but also be prepared for bad news because it doesn't always work in your favor. Mind you, it says some of you guys are going to see yourself winning a lot of money in the next week or two. There's too much money coming in for some of you guys. A lot of money. There's a problem with this though. It says someone doesn't want to see you win all the time, but you've got to win every time you play on a specific month. Now, it could happen on a specific date or day, but if it's a Monday, Tuesday, it may not happen. But Thursday, Friday, it's going to happen. Okay? So remember that. On a Thursday, Friday, it's going to happen. If you play your cards right on those days, on a lottery winning, personally, it could be a lottery, a bingo, or some type of where like a place where you go and spend money to win something. It could even be a casino, or it could just be like a job that's got some type of gift coming in where they're doing some raffles or something like that. But it says some of you guys are going to win on a good day. It says the day could change, so listen out for the dates if they do change. But right now it says this person says they're not going to be able to help you much on certain days because there's a specific person putting in a good word for you and sponsors you to win so much money. You're going to have good news in your life all the time. Like every time this person's around, this person is going to make sure you win because they love you so much. They think the world of you. They feel like something about your energy is blessing them. It says it's hard to say what it is for you directly, but for them, they know what it is. It says your name or something about your energy is giving them good news. Like it's giving them good luck. It's giving them good news. And it helps them to pay attention to all the things that they've got to do to be there for you, bless you and protect you and see good news come for you, because something that you don't know but they know is happening to them in a good way because of your name. Okay, it's a blessed name. It's very, very good. So it says only you will know why one day, but until then it says blessings are on its way. It says carp your head on something, as a Capricorn may come out of hiding and want to see you in a problem in the next week or two. So just be careful, because this person might want to come to you with struggles in their head about love making, sex, or something else, and they want to start studying your brain about it. It says they know that they could get in problems with you because of it. Maybe they don't want to see you in a good way, Aquarius, but it also says you're going to see blessings come to your lifestyle in another way. So just be careful about what you're going through and see your mindset change in better ways for yourself than you have in the last years, because it's not easy going through certain things, but you will see blessings come to you all over again. Okay, it says some of you guys that have a L in your name, or even know your name to be L, or maybe a S in your name, or an I, or an A, or a V, or a D, maybe. It says some of you guys are going to have good news, but all of you are going to have blessed news anyway in other ways, but not everything is going to be perfect, because a lot of you guys are going to go through karma. And it says a lot of you have to trust the universe is going to change and work something in your favor to give you good news, to move out of a sticky situation that could come in the next month or two. But it says it's not going to happen if they break down whatever it could be that's going on with them first, because they've got problems. Okay, it could be a city, like a city, or a city in the mind, or like an advice place, or maybe like a citizens advice bureau for some of you guys that got to deal with that, or maybe even something else that's gonna come up and replace that energy, like a bureau or a bureau, or like a community where you have to go and sit down and talk about public relations, or public problems, or public affairs. Or maybe for some of you guys it could be citizenship, Like, do you have enough to work in a certain country? Like, do you have the adequate, advice or information or even documents to be there where you are? Okay, it says some of you guys have to deal with a lot of things in relation to these problems, or maybe even seeing yourself as a lawyer one day, working in the community. Can you give that information one day to a school, or maybe even a network of people, or maybe even a community that wants to see that you have good news in that kind of lifespan or in that life area? Like, you will help yourself with certain things. So it says you're going to have good news anyway with your studies. You may even see yourself studying more about archaeology or accountancy, or maybe even some of you guys seeing yourself in counseling, maybe even doing like therapy work. Some of you guys are going down the hill of nursing, maybe even seeing yourself as a nursery nurse. Some of you guys are going down the road of abracadabra type of work where you want to become magicians and do magic. Some of you guys are going to see yourself in warlocks though. Be careful, because you may lock in some war with somebody, or they may do it to you. But you have to be significantly blessed in that way, because it's like, warning, you could be a photographer and trying to solve problems with somebody's looks or their beauty, and it's like you're trying to lock in too hard, and then it's like it could punish you if you're not protecting yourself, because you're looking at them with lust in your eyes or beauty, like, oh my gosh, this person's gorgeous, and it could cause a scene or a problem to somebody around the work that you're doing, so just be careful of that. Other things that could come up is moting your mind around like the modesty industry, or maybe even modeling. Some of you guys are going to see yourself in a blessed way other than that, but it says be careful, just be careful of everything that you're doing, because everything is not set in stone, but there is still some riddles around certain situations, so kind of be careful about that. Okay, and see yourself winning no matter what in certain situations that could turn out okay for you, because you haven't done anything wrong to harm somebody else, because that's the only way you're going to get past this energy, if you haven't harmed somebody. Okay, so best of luck. And it also says don't leave yourself sparing. Try to save some money. Give yourself back to God and go to church. For some of you guys that need to go and pray, go to the mosque, go to certain places where you are spiritually welcomed. It could be a Buddhist type of organization or center. It could be a Jewish center. It could be any religious like background of yours that that you could get good news and pray and have good news prayers, positive affirmation. Make sure you show up sometime, go there. And it also says blessings are going to come when you go there as well, because you're going to meet friends or family members will be there watching you or even being with you. It says tidy your head, because not all of them are going to be happy to see you or be with you, but some people are going to get good news about new friends, and new family members are going to come along in the next week or two, as you might join forces with someone that's in love with you, someone that wants to know that you're going to be there for them a long time and want to change you, but change is not always going to be good. So just be careful, because someone wants to be a part of your realm, your family network or net worth. Okay, this person may want to know that they're getting an inheritance from you one day if you pass on, or if you don't pass on before them, they're going to pass it all down to you. So be mindful, because it's not about falling in love for money, but for some of you guys that are into that, welcome to the world, honey. It also says some of you guys are getting wed or promising yourself a marriage. Maybe some of you guys are seeing that you're not ready to marry, but you will get married some week, some year, some month later, or you want to know that you're getting married one day in the future. Some of you guys are going to prepare for this or going down the aisle soon. And some of you guys are working on something that evil spirits want for themselves in the universe, because you may need to check out Capricorn's reading, especially when it comes to marriage, because they're trying to get someone trapped for marriage, and trapping someone for marriage is in another way of doing things. Like, they will buy themselves into the marriage by paying for everything, even if they buy their own ring. Okay, pay for their own bloody funeral. Some of them said, bloody hell, I'd have to pay for my own bloody wedding, is what some of them said. Okay, and not really wanting to know that they could do that, they're gonna do it anyway, or believing that they don't have to, but they'll see how it works out. So some of you guys that are dealing with Capricorn, just watch out for that energy. Only by chance it says you will have good news with a family member. So make sure you stay on your P's and your Q's, and make sure you see that blessings come in August. It says August time is going to be very, very good news for you, but you'll see yourself in a blessed way. It says karma's coming again in August, but you have to be careful. So make sure good news comes to your mindset about something you'll be doing. It says anytime you see yourself in a good way, check out a family member's motives or behavior. This person will show you what's going on with them. It could be a child or a family member that's distant from you. So just check it out and be careful, because this person loves you, but they're also in a bad mood. Sometimes they need to check themselves. It's not always good news or gravy that comes out of the situation. So just be careful. It also says you are loved. So take care of yourself and your mind, and see you in the next reading, because there's more to come, Aquarius. Ciao for now.